All right, welcome to Atlantic City High School. This is Derek Hasan for Atlantic City Athletics. We have Mr. Ernest Cheatham on camera today. And this game is between the Atlantic City Vikings and the Lower Cape May Tigers. So it's 5 minutes and 55 seconds before the game. And we're going to have something take place in just a couple minutes, in about 15 seconds, actually. Uh, in honor of John Chaney, they're going to stop the game at 5:30 before this game starts. So right now, they're stopping the game in honor of John Chaney. John Chaney traditionally, well, we'll let Gabe tell you about it. Chaney traditionally held his practices at 5:30 in the morning. Our boys gonna have done tomorrow. They can't, since they have a game at another 30. So we stop the clock at 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Just remember, this is for a moment of silence. Thank you. So that was in honor of John Chaney. John Chaney would hold his practices at 5:30 in the morning. And the reason he did that was because in the area where the school was located, Chaney didn't want his players out in the dark at night. So he would hold his practices in the mornings at 5:30. And the Vikings would have held their practice tomorrow morning at 5:30. But they have a game at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So holding the 5:30 practice would not have been in their best interest. So we have 4 minutes and 52 seconds before game time. So sit back, relax, get a bag of popcorn or whatever it is. We're going to have Atlantic City High School basketball coming up in just a few moments. lag. Yes, 212. It's 230. 27. 20 seconds. All right, we're ready for some basketball here at Atlantic City High School. This is Derek K-Sign for Atlantic City Athletics, the YouTube channel where you get to watch all of Atlantic City's basketball this year, live streamed, both home and away games. Mr. Cheatham and myself are doing the home games, and the away games are also being broadcast on Atlantic City Athletics. So we're going to have the playing of the national anthem, and then it's going to be Atlantic City versus Lower Cape May Regional.
This time, I'd like everyone to please rise and move your hands to the playing of our national anthem.
We're going to have the introduction of the team, Lower Cape May first.
Between the visiting Lower Cape May Regional Tigers and your Atlantic City Vikings. Now let's move to tonight's current lineup. First, we visit the Tigers in the Lower Cape May. Senior number 34, Jordan Pierce.
Jordan Pierce, number 34 for Lower Cape May.
Sophomore, number 21, Archie Lawler.
Number 21, Archie Lawler.
Sophomore, number 11, Jacob Bay.
Number 11, Jacob Bay.
Freshman, number 3, Matthew Bonner.
Number 3,
And
Matthew
senior, number
Bonner.
12, Jimmy Dickinson. The Tigers are
And
coached
number
by
12,
Scott
Jimmy Jamison. And now for
Now
Atlantic
let's
City
move to the next
Vikings.
starting lineup for your Atlantic City Vikings. Senior, number 3, Hassan Blakely.
Number 3, Masson Blakely.
Senior, number 11, Jaheim Frederick.
Number 11, Jaheim Fredericks.
Senior, number 13, Jaden Jones.
Number 13, Jaden Jones.
Senior, number 23, Amir Latin.
Number 23,
Receiver
Amir
number
Mack.
4, Christian Hobbs. The Vikings are coached by Gene Allen.
And number 40, Christian Hobbs. The head coach, of course, Mr. Gene Allen. His assistants are Elijah Langford and Robert Newman. The athletic trainer is John Ross, and of course the athletic director is Mr. Chris Ford Jr. Our principal is Dr. LaQuetta Small, and the superintendent is Mr. Barry Caldwell. Atlantic City in our home white uniforms, and Lower Cape May in that dark midnight blue. And we're ready to get it underway. Lower Cape May gets the ball first. Number 3, Mackie Bonner. He gives it to 34, Jordan Pierce. Now to 21, Lawler. Pierce swings it around to Bonner. Atlantic City known for its defense over the years, and again, there we see that Atlantic City defense. The ball knocked away by number 3, Hassan Blakely, and he gets the 2 points. So Atlantic City up by 2 early on here in the first quarter. So right on cue as we talk about that Vikings defense, it shows itself up early. Number 12, Jamison, gives it up. That's Jacob Bay. And a foul called. Jacob Bay going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Foul called to number 40 for Atlantic City, Christian Hobbs. His first team foul. 6:51 here in the first quarter. We're just getting started. And Hobbs puts in that first free throw. It's 2-1. Hobbs' second shot is up and good. And we're all tied up at 2. Jaheim Fredericks brings the ball across midcourt for Atlantic City. He passes it to Blakely. Now Blakely gives it up to Jones. Amir Mack. Mack takes it to the hole. His shot comes off. Rebound to Lower Cape May. And what a surprise as the Lady Viking cheerleaders come into the room. And a surprise visit by the Viking cheerleaders. And they're going to liven things up for us today. Jaheim Fredericks with the rebound. Brings it down for Atlantic City. Slows it down. Takes his time. They work the half-court offense. Fredericks has it knocked away. But Blakely comes away with it. Jones gives it to Mack. Now Fredericks drives. His shot is up, comes off, gets his own rebound, puts it up, and the shot comes off. Rebound to number 3. That's Mackie Bonner, but Atlantic City gets it back. Hassan Blakely. And the basket good for number 13, Jaden Jones. And we have a timeout called by Lower Cape May. And the coach is a little bit upset over there. 30-second timeout for Lower Cape May as the coach continues to go off. So Lower Cape May's coach a little irate there during that timeout. Not happy with something that his players did or did not do. Lower Cape May basketball. 5:31 here left in the first quarter. Atlantic City up by 2. It's 4-2. Number 34 with the ball. Jordan Pierce for Lower Cape May. Played closely by Mack. Now they pass it to Lawler. Lawler takes the long outside shot. Rebound comes off. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Jordan Bay. And Atlantic City basketball. Yeah. Cheerleaders in the house. Livening things up. Fredericks with the basketball for Atlantic City. Fredericks dribbles, gives it to Jones. Now into the corner to Hobbs. Blakely. Jones shot comes off. Rebound to Mack. And Amir Mack puts it back for 2. And Atlantic City's up 6-2. And there we see that hounding defense by the Vikings. Lower Cape May able to get that ball down low to Jimmy Jamison, and he scores 2 points. That makes it 6-4. And we have an Atlantic City 30-second timeout. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Atlantic City leads by 2. Fredericks brings the ball up court for Atlantic City. Stops at the top of the key. Gives it to Jones. Mack fights for the rebound, but Lawler comes away with it for Lower Cape May. Now Mackie Bonner, played closely by Blakely. Pierce. And Bay just bowls over some folks and scores 2 points. Jacob Bay. 6-6. It's all tied up. Fredericks into the corner to Hobbs. His shot comes off. Rebound bounces around. Bay comes away with it for Lower Cape May. 3:26 left to go here in the first quarter. Lawler brings it across midcourt. Now Bonner has it. Into the corner. Shot is up and off. Rebound goes back to Pierce. And that shot is off. That was Jimmy Jamison. Blakely! Hassan Blakely for 3. Atlantic City up 9-6. 2:45 left to go in the first quarter. Mack on Pierce, and that's going to be a foul on Mack. First personal on Mack, second team foul for Atlantic City with 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. The score is 9-6. AC, Jordan Pierce, the inbound for Lower Cape May. Mackie Bonner. Played closely by Blakely. Blakely almost got that one knocked away. Atlantic City, again, with that tight, tenacious defense that Coach Allen always preaches. And we have a timeout. Lower Cape May. 30-second timeout. And again, Atlantic City's defense is very, very tenacious. These guys, Coach Allen preaches defense to his players, and it has helped him very, very well, having won 3 state championships over the years during his tenure as head Vikings basketball coach. right, let's hear it for the Atlantic City Viking cheerleaders. And they sure do add another dimension to the game to just kind of liven up the gym. You know, it's kind of a sanitized, septic environment with no real fans in the stands because of, you know, the pandemic and the way things are. We've got a jump ball underneath, and the possession arrow is going to Atlantic City. Jackie Pridgeon Hill in the game now for Atlantic City, number 25. Fredericks at the top of the key. Gets in a little bit of trouble, gives it to Pridgeon Hill. Blakely has it into the lane, and it's knocked away. Lawler for Lower Cape May. Now gives it up to Bonner. Into the corner for Pierce. Now back to Bonner. Lower Cape May slows things down. Sets up their half-court offense. Lawler has it knocked away. Fredericks with the hands, and there's going to be a foul called on Lower Cape May. So Jaheim Fredericks with the quick hands, and as he started to pull away, he was fouled. Foul was on number 21, Archie Lawler. And a foul called underneath as Jackie Pridgeon Hill went up strong. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. Again, the score is still 9-6. 1:01 left to go in the first quarter here at Atlantic City High School. First shot is off for Pridgeon Hill. Little timeout there while we have a little equipment timeout. And we're ready. Pridgeon Hill with his second free throw. And it comes off as well. Rebound bounces around, and we have a foul called on Atlantic City. So 3 team fouls now for Atlantic City. A foul was called on number 10, Chad Lewis. And Jacob Bay will go to the free throw line to shoot two. 14 fouls now for Atlantic City. That foul called on Jackie Pridgeon Hill, his first. Ball rims out, but rebound to Lower Cape May. Pierce has it. Gives it to Lawler. Now 24, Cronin in the game. Mike Cronin for Lower Cape May, number 24. Fight for the loose ball, and it's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow to Lower Cape May. Cronin and Fredericks battling for the loose ball. Jackie Pridgeon Hill leads the ball game for Atlantic City. And a basket. Good. Archie Lawler. And we got a travel call. Shot is up at the end of the quarter. And after all of that, Lower Cape May leads by 1. It's 10-9 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in a moment. All right, we're ready for the second half. Excuse me, the second quarter. I'm jumping a little bit ahead of myself. And Jaheim Fredericks throws that ball, and it's a little bit over the head of Jaden Jones, and Lower Cape May scores. So now Lower Cape May up by 3 points. It's 12-9, Lower Cape May. Mack has it for Atlantic City, gives it to Fredericks. And it's going to stay Atlantic City ball, tipped by Lower Cape May. Jaheim Fredericks leads the ball game now, replaced by Naquan Blakely. .7:21 left in the half. Jaden Jones has it for Atlantic City. Gives it to Naquan Blakely. And a foul called on Lower Cape May. Fouls on number 24, Mike Cronin. 3 team fouls now for Lower Cape May. Atlantic City with 4 team fouls. Naquan Blakely has it, gives it to number 25, Pridgeon Hill. Now Amir Mack to Naquan Blakely. His shot is off, fight for the loose ball, comes off the bank. Lower Cape May brings it up court. Number 3 has it, Mackie Bonner. Lawler to Pierce. And now it goes out of bounds off the hands of Jacob Bay. Atlantic City basketball, 6:38 left to go in the half. Blakely gives it to Mack. Now to Pridgeon Hill. Jones, Blakely. To Naquan Blakely. To Naquan Blakely. Jones into the lane. Shot is up, and there's a whistle on the play. Foul called on number 24, I believe that's Mike Cronin. It'll be his second personal foul, and 4 team fouls now on Lower Cape May. On the free throw line to shoot 2 is Jaden Jones. First free throw is good for Jones. .606 left to go in the second quarter. Jones' second free throw is good. Pearson bounces to Lawler. And Lawler takes it all the way to the hole. No basket. Foul before the shot. That foul number 1, Naquan Blakely. And the outside shot for Pierce is off. Rebound to number 3. They signed Blakely. Blakely, shot rims out. Rebound to Bay. Bonner gives it to Lawler. Now Bay back to Lawler. Bay is fouled. No basket. And that's going to be a number 5, Jackie Pridgeon Hill. His second. 16 fouls now for Atlantic City, so they'll be in the penalty on the next one with 5:23 left to go here in the first half. First free throw bounces off the back of the rim for Bay. It's 12-11. Lower Cape May up by 1. Second free throw is no good as well. Ball goes ahead to Jones. He gives it back to Naquan Blakely. He gives it to Nason Blakely. Now back to Jones. Shot is up for Matt. Comes off. Rebound to Bay. Lawler. Nunez in the game now for Lower Cape May. That shot comes off. Rebound to Lower Cape May. Nunez misses. Rebound and they sign Blakely. Blakely brings it up court. Passes it off to Jones. Jones shot and he's fouled. Fouls on number 21 for Lower Cape May. Archie Lawler. Excuse me, fouls on number 12. That's Jimmy Jameson. His first personal foul. 5 team fouls for Lower Cape May. Jaden Jones on the free throw line to shoot 1. And it's good, and we're all tied up at 12. Lawler all the way to the basket, good for 2. Jaden Jones gives it to Nason Blakely. Now Amir Mack has it. Mack into the lane. Shot is up and good for 2. Amir Mack. Lawler played closely by Chad Lewis. Pierce gives it up. And good hands, Jaden Jones. Blakely to Lewis. And a pinpoint pass there. 2 points for Chad Lewis. .322 left to go in the half. Ball knocked out of bounds by Naquan Blakely. It'll stay Lower Cape May basketball. 3:16 left to go in the half. Pierce. Gives it to Lawler. Bay has it taken away. Fredericks into the lane. Up for two, and it's good. Jaheim Fredericks and Atlantic City now up 18-14. 2:51 left to go in the first half. And we have a 1 minute timeout, a full minute timeout. Atlantic City leading by 4. All right. Atlantic City Viking cheerleaders livening things up here in the gymnasium. They bring the spirit, Viking pride, Viking strong. 2:51 left to go in the half. Lower Cape May's basketball. Jordan Pierce the inbound. Gives it to Bonner. Bonner back to Pierce. Pierce back to Bonner. And Bonner has it knocked away. Bonner into the corner. They try to get it inside the Bay, and it's taken away. Blakely! That's Naquan Blakely for 2. And Atlantic City now up by 6. It's 20-14 as the clock continues to run. 2 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the half. Lawler across midcourt. And Naquan Blakely jumps in there and commits the foul. And that's going to put Atlantic City into the penalty. So on the free throw line now for Lower Cape May, number 21, Archie Lawler. Shooting the 1-and-1. First free throw good. And replacing Pierce for Lower Cape May is number 2, Abby Wright. Ari Wright. Two minutes. Jones. And that's going to be a charge on Jaden Jones. Jacob Bay was in position. Jones a little out of control. 1 minute, 57 seconds left to go in the half, and we have a full 1 minute timeout charged to Atlantic City. Atlantic City with 18 fouls now in the first half. Lower Cape May with 5 team fouls. AC up by 4. Atlantic City led early on, and just before the end of the first quarter, Lower Cape May mounted a comeback and took the lead. And now Atlantic City has reasserted itself, mainly through defense, and find themselves up by 4. Bay with the basketball for Lower Cape May, throws it out of bounds. It's going to be Atlantic City basketball. Into the game now for Atlantic City number 2, Dylan Comone. Fredericks brings it across midcourt. 1:42 left to go in the half. Jones to Fredericks. Fredericks gives it in down low to Mack. Mack. Shot comes off. Fredericks snatches the rebound. Gives it to Blakely. Now Blakely back to Mack. And we have a travel call. So we've got an issue with Amir Mack. So he has to leave the ball game for some reason or another. Might have some blood on him or something. $1:10 left to go in the half. Bonner has it. Now Lawler. Lawler for 2. And he was out of control, but he was able to get that one to go in. 51 seconds left to go. Fredericks gives it to Blakely. Now Comone from the corner. His shot is off. Mackie Bonner brings it across for Lower Cape May. Fredericks with tight defense, and it's going to stay Lower Cape May basketball. 28 seconds left to go in the half. It's a 2-point ball game. It's 20-18. Bonner, 17 seconds. And it's taken away by Fredericks. Jaheim Fredericks for 2. 7 seconds. 6. Bonner. And we have a foul called. Archie Lawler was going hard to the basket. And Coach Allen not happy with that. Foul called on number 25, Jackie Pridgeon Hill. Atlantic City in the penalty, so number 21 going to the free throw line, Archie Lawler. Shooting the 1-and-1 with 0.7 of a second left on the clock. He makes the first free throw. It's 22-19. Again, 0.7 of a second left on the clock. Second free throw is good. We have a 2-point ball game. Jones' shot at the buzzer, no good. At the end of the half, Atlantic City leads by 2. It's 22-20. We're going to take a 10-minute pause for the cause, and we'll be back with more Atlantic City High School basketball. I think we're going to have the treat of having a performance by the Viking cheerleaders. So sit back. You got to look. You're going to watch the Super Bowl halftime show. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to say Super Bowl? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to have a Super Bowl halftime show on Sunday. But right now, we have the Lady Viking Cheerleaders halftime show. Again, the lovely Lady Viking cheerleaders. All right, we've got 7 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the halftime. And so we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a little while. So, Mr. Cheatham, did you know some Super Bowl facts? Did you know that CBS, who is airing the game Sunday, will make $500 million in ad revenue from just the commercials during the Super Bowl? 500 million. They're selling a 30-second commercial slot for $5.5 million. And a lot of the big sponsors are not doing their regular ad campaigns. Like Pepsi is not doing their regular ad campaign, even though they are sponsoring the halftime show. So a little halftime Super Bowl trivia. And we're back for the second half here in Atlantic City versus Lower Cape May. Lower Cape May in the dark midnight blue uniforms, Atlantic City in the home white. And that basket good for number 21, Lawler. Atlantic City going right to left. Jones has it, and he gives it to Nason Blakely. Amir Mack back in the ball game now for Atlantic City, along with Hobbs, the starters. Jones in the corner to Hobbs. Jaden Jones, shot comes off. Rebound to Bonner. He gives it to Pierce. And now Lawler has it. Lawler into the lane, has it knocked away. And we have a foul called. Foul called up top on Jaden Jones. Second personal for Jones. First team foul of the half for Atlantic City. Archie Lawler shooting 2. First free throw is good. And that makes it 23-22. Lower Cape May up by 1. Second free throw is up and good. Lower Cape May with a 2-point advantage. Nason Blakely, number 3, with the basketball. Gives it to Jones. Now into the corner to Matt. Matt to Hobbs to Jones. Shot rims out. Jacob Bay with the rebound. Bay. Shot comes off. Rebound to number 12. Pierce. His shot comes off. Fight for the loose ball. It's between Hobbs and Bay, and it's a jump ball, and that's going to go to Atlantic City. Hobbs leaves the ball game, replaced by Pridgeon Hill. Lower Cape May up by 2. Matt to Frederick. Frederick travels. A foul called against Atlantic City on the inbound against number 3. They signed Blakely. First personal foul for Nason Blakely. 2 team fouls for Atlantic City now, and they don't want to get into foul trouble early here. This game is too close to be in foul trouble down at the end. So Atlantic City has to be careful. Shot was off by Lawler, but the putback, Jameson, good for 2. And Lower Cape May now up by 4. Frederick is fouled by Jacob Bay. Second personal foul on Bay. First team foul for Lower Cape May. Jaheim Frederick on the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good for Frederick. Second free throw comes off, but Mack with the rebound. And his pass is a little errant. Bonner was able to pick it off. They don't take it inside the Bonner. He throws it back outside. The three-point attempt is no good. Rebound to Naquan Smith. Nason Blakely. Frederick's shot comes off. Basket good for Pierce. And Lower Cape May now up by 5. Lower Cape May basketball went off of Atlantic City. 3:59 left to go in the third quarter. Lower Cape May up by 5 points. Mackie Bonner gives it back to Jordan Pierce. Pierce brings it across midcourt. Played closely by Amir Mack. Jacob Bay has it knocked away. Now he gives it up to number 3. His shot rims out. Rebound to Nason Blakely. He gives it to Naquan Blakely. And then the basket good for Bridgen Hill. Give the assist to Naquan Blakely. Atlantic City now down by 3. It's 28-25. 3 minutes, 17 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Shot is good. It's a 3-pointer. That's Jimmy Jameson. 31-25 is the score. And we have an Atlantic City timeout. Full 1 minute timeout for Atlantic City. And Lower Cape May pulling out to a 6-point advantage. Their biggest advantage of the basketball game. Viking pride, Viking strong. Atlantic City here in the third quarter trailing by 6. 3 minutes exactly left in the third quarter. Nason Blakely with the ball for Atlantic City, number 3. Blakely goes behind his back, gives it to Frederick. Frederick. Very nice article about him in the press of Atlantic City today. Naquan Blakely, his shot comes up. .222 left in the third quarter. Chad Lewis putting up some tight defense. Lawler's shot comes out. Basket good for Prison Hill. Atlantic City turning up the defensive pressure. Lawler into the lane. Shot is up and off. And we have a foul called on Prison Hill. Fourth foul on Prison Hill. 3 team fouls for Atlantic City. And so Jackie Prison Hill has to leave the ball game, replaced by Amir Mack. The basket good for Jordan Jacob Bay. Chad Lewis with a nice pass to Amir Mack. So good look from Lewis. Give him the assist, and Amir Mack in position. Atlantic City now down by 4. Foul called on number 1 for Atlantic City, Naquan Blakely. That's his third personal. Atlantic City with 4 team fouls. 1 minute and 1 second left to go in the third quarter. Pierce has it. Gives it back to Lawler. Now Bonner has it for Lower Cape May. Cronin gives it to Lawler. Now Bay. Bay has it knocked away. Frederick ahead to Mack. Scores 33-31. 12 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Chad Lewis knocks it away, gives it to Frederick. Frederick drives, shot is up, and it rims out. But Jaheim Frederick is fouled on the play. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Fouls on Mike Cronin, his third. 2 team fouls now for Lower Cape May. 5.7 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Atlantic City trailing by 2. First free throw is off. Second free throw for Frederick is up and good. So it's a 1-point ball game now, 33-32. 5 seconds left in the third quarter. And that shot is off. That'll bring us to the end of the third quarter in a tight ball game. Lower Cape May has 33. Atlantic City has 32. It's a 1-point game, and it's anybody's ball game at this point. Now let's check out the lovely Atlantic City Viking cheerleaders. All right, we're ready for the start of the fourth quarter and a 1-point ball game. Lower Cape May up by 1, 32-33. Lower Cape May leading. They try to take it inside to Jacob Bay, and he couldn't hold on to it, so it's going to be Atlantic City basketball. Amir Mack inbounds it to Frederick. Blakely has it taken away. Pierce, good for 2. Lower Cape May up by 3. Frederick gives it to Blakely. That's Naquan Blakely. Lewis back to Blakely. Across court to Naquan Blakely. Nason Blakely. And Amir Mack for 2. Atlantic City has 34. Lower Cape May has 35. Mackie Bonner with the basketball. Gives it to Lawler. Back to Bonner. They get it to Pierce. Pierce's shot is up and good for 2. Lower Cape May now leads by 3 points. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the ball game. Fredericks directing traffic. Naquan Blakely into the lane, gives it to Lewis. His basket is good. So Chad Lewis pulls Atlantic City back to within 1. Lawler gives it to Pierce. Back to Lawler. Pierce for 3. Shot comes off. Rebound to Mack. Mack gives it to Blakely. Now Frederick from the free throw line. Shot comes off. Gets his own rebound. And Jaheim Frederick is fouled. Jaheim Frederick going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Atlantic City trailing by 1. 5:33 left to go in the ball game. That foul is on number 12. Jimmy Jamison, his second. 3 team fouls for Lower Cape May. As the gym goes quiet. Frederick's first free throw is good, and we have a tie ball game, 37 apiece. Frederick's second free throw comes off. We're in a tie ball game. 5:30 left to go. And that pass picked off Mack. Amir Mack gives it to Frederick. Frederick into the lane. Tries to pass it inside the Pridgeon Hill, but it's knocked away. Bonner gives it to Pierce. And that pass picked off. Naquan Blakely to Nason Blakely for 2. Atlantic City up 39-37. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the ball game. Atlantic City leading by 2. Cronin gives it to Bonner. Now back to Cronin for 3, and it's good. 40-39. Lower Cape May up by 1. 4:18 left to go in the ball game. Matt sends it outside to Blakely. Blakely stops, gives it to Frederick. Now they go down low to Mack again. He gives it to Pigeon Hill. Mack fights for the loose ball, but Jacob Bay comes away with it for Lower Cape May. 4:52 left in the ball game. Lower Cape May up by 1. Bonner gives it to Cronin. And we have a timeout called by Lower Cape May. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left to go in the ball game. And Lower Cape May calls a full 1 minute timeout, leading by 1. The score is 40-39. .335 left to go in the ball game. Lower Cape May in the dark blue uniforms, Atlantic City in the home white. Atlantic City trailing by 1. Lawler with the ball for Lower Cape May, played closely by Naquan Blakely. Jaden Jones now on Bonner. And Chad Lewis knocks it away. Lewis drives, and this shot is up and off. But rebound to Atlantic City. Jones, and his shot comes off. Fight for the loose ball. Lower Cape May comes away with it. Mackie Bonner gives it up to Jordan Pierce. Bay. And good hands by Fredericks. It's going to be Atlantic City basketball. So Frederick grabbed that ball, threw it off of the Lower Cape May player. So Atlantic City basketball. Quick, smart thinking there by Jaheim Frederick. 2:41 left to go in the ball game. Atlantic City trailing by 1. Blakely stops and pops. Shot is off. Frederick takes the shot. His shot comes off. Gets his own rebound. Gives it to Lewis. Lewis's shot is up and off, but Chad Lewis is going to be fouled. So Chad Lewis going to the free throw line. 2:23 left to go in the ball game. Atlantic City trailing by 1. First free throw is off for Lewis. Second free throw is good. And we are all tied up at 40 apiece. And they're going to call a foul on Jones. 5 team fouls now for Atlantic City. Third foul on Jaden Jones. Jones covering Bonner. Bang. And it goes out of bounds off of Atlantic City. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left to go in the ball game. In a tie ball game. Bay has it. Gives it to Lawler. Pierce, his shot is off. Rebound to Mack. Daquan Blakely gives it to Mack. Now Jones. 1 minute, 42 seconds left to go in the ball game. Frederick has it. Into the lane. Jaheim Frederick. Shot comes off, but rebound, put back good. Amir Mack. Bonner with the ball. Atlantic City with the lead. 1 minute, 13 seconds left to go in the ball game. Pierce. Shot is good for 3. Lower Cape May goes back on top. They're up by 1. 1 minute left to go in the ball game. Frederick has it. Atlantic City down by 1. Frederick drives across court. Blakely. Shot comes off. Rebound to Mack. Mack. Good for 2. Amir Mack puts Atlantic City on top by 1. 37 seconds left to go in the ball game. Lawler brings it across midcourt. 30 seconds. Lawler's on the ground, right for the loose ball. And we have a Lower Cape May timeout. A full 1 minute timeout with 27 seconds left to go in the ball game. They were bouncing around on the floor, and Lower Cape May able to get a timeout. Atlantic City leads by 1. Don't go away now, folks. This is what you call exciting high school Friday night basketball. How about this game, Mr. Cheatham? It's a good one here. All right, it's down to the wire now. 27.7 seconds left to go in the ball game. You have Frederick, Chad Lewis, Naquan Blakely, Amir Mack, and Jaden Jones for Atlantic City. And that Lower Cape May player stepped on the line, so it's going to be Atlantic City basketball. And we have an Atlantic City timeout with that same 27 out. Atlantic City led early on in this ball game. Lower Cape May came back and took a 6-point lead, their biggest lead of the ball game, and then Atlantic City has now come back, and it's a 1-point ball game. Atlantic City leading with 27.7 seconds left to go in the game. Cheerleaders keeping it lively in here. And it's a lively ball game. Cheerleaders just adding to the excitement. side, Vikings strong. Jaheim Frederick to inbound the ball with 27.7 seconds left to go in the ball game. Atlantic City leading by one. It's 44-43. They get it into Mack. They try to double team Mack. He gets it back to Frederick. Frederick passes it across to Jones. Jones inside to Chad Lewis for two. And we have a foul called on Lewis. Atlantic City now up by 3 points. It's 46-43. They had a foul to give, so Atlantic City now with 16 fouls. Second personal foul on Chad Lewis. 15.1 seconds left to go in the ball game. Atlantic City up by 3. Pierce has it. He brings it across. 10 seconds. Pierce gives it to Lawler. 6 seconds. That ball knocked away by Matt. Shot is up. And good for 3 at the buzzer. Number 12, Jimmy Jameson at the buzzer. And we're all tied up, and we're going to overtime here at Atlantic City High School. An incredible shot by number 12, Jimmy Jameson. And we're going to take a 4-minute overtime. We're tied at 46. So an incredible shot there by Jimmy Jamison at the buzzer. And we've got a 4-minute overtime period. Atlantic City with the basketball to start things out. They go inside to Mack. Mack back outside to Frederick. Frederick's shot is good. The floater for 2. Lawler. And it's going to stay Lower Cape May basketball. Atlantic City up 48-46. That looked like one of them shots like Mr. Cheatham used to take back in the day. You know what I mean? Clock winded down. Huh? Mackie Bonner gives it up. Lawler into the lane. Lawler's shot is up, and it comes out. Bay, good for 2. And we're tied up again at 48. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in the ball game. Frederick brings across midcourt. Gives it to Nashawn Blakely. Frederick. Blakely for 3. That's Nashawn Blakely. Atlantic City up 51-48. 2 minutes, 38 seconds left to go in the ball game. In overtime, Bonner gives it to Pierce. And taken away, Jaheim Frederick. Good for 2. And we have a Lower Cape May timeout. Gene Allen's not happy about something. (53-48) is the score. Atlantic City up by 5 here in overtime. Incredible shot at the end of the game of regulation by Jimmy Jamison from three-point land. Tied this ball game up. Atlantic City now up by 5. Here's the inbound. 2:07 left to go in the ball game. Steal for Atlantic City, and Frederick is fouled. Frederick's first free throw is off. 1:54 left to go in the ball game. Atlantic City up by 5. Atlantic City now up by 6 as Frederick's second free throw is good. And it's going to be Atlantic City basketball with 1:53 left to go in the ball game. Jones is fouled by Lawler. "16 fouls for Lower Cape May. Second personal for Lawler. Atlantic City will play Mainland on tomorrow in a game that was moved. 1:45 left to go in the ball game. Mack showing some ball handling skills. Fredericks now gives it to Blakely, and we have a foul call. Fouls on number 20. Oquer Nunez. That'll put Lower Cape May into the penalties, so. And they signed Blakely shooting the 1-and-1. First free throw good, 55-48. Atlantic City now up by 7. One more free throw for Blakely. And it's good. One minute, 32 seconds left to go in the ball game. Mack almost takes that one away from Bay. And Chad Lewis with the good hands, but he just couldn't catch up with it afterwards. So it'll go back to Lower Cape May. 1 minute, 24 seconds left to go in the ball game. Atlantic City up by 8. Shot good. That's a three-pointer. It's 56-51. 1 minute, 12 seconds left to go in the ball game. And we have another timeout. And we don't know if this is a called team timeout. It looks like an official's timeout. So a technical foul has been called. They signed Blakely shooting the tech for Atlantic City and makes them both. So it's 58-51. I can't tell you exactly what that tech was for. So tomorrow we will be televising the girls' game. Chad Lewis with 2. We'll be televising the girls' game right here at 11 o'clock as the Lady Vikings will take on Mainland. The boys will be playing away at Mainland tomorrow. So tune in. We'll have it all for you. Live streamed from Atlantic City High School. 52.3 seconds left to go. Atlantic City up by 9, and it's going to be Lower Cape May basketball. Lawler misses. Rebound to Blakely. He takes his time. Now gives it back to Frederick. Jones to Frederick. As they play a little keep away. Matt gives it to Frederick. And now Frederick with a lazy pass picked up by Pierce. Pierce's shot is off. Frederick has it. 17 seconds. Ten, 6, 3, 2, 1. And that's going to do it as Atlantic City survives overtime win over Lower Cape May 60-51. So for Atlantic City High School principal LaQuetta Small, athletic director Chris Ford, superintendent Barry Caldwell, head coach Gene Allen, this is Derek Kason along with Mr. Ernest Cheatham, and we'll be back here tomorrow with the girls game at 11 o'clock. Keep watching Atlantic City Athletics YouTube channel, and remember to subscribe so you will be alerted each and every time there is a game. All right, safe. It's Super Bowl weekend. Thanks for watching. Bye now.